Season Boss, live from London, England, whether watching live or in the rerun. Please feel free to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Hey, what? I'm just passing through, just doing my local walk, and what came across my mind was the Reggae Boyz' recent outing against Guatemala in the US of A. 0-0 was the scoreline, and yet this result raises a number of issues that the likes of the JFF and those who are interested in potentially taking over from the JFF, though they're internal, the likes of Raymond Anderson. My lord, you've got challenges facing you. Whether you're watching and a fervent Reggae Boyz fan, jam rock, or overseas talent-wise, you'll have to agree that going forward, there are certain discussions that have to be had. Thank you for watching. Guatemala drew 0-0 with Jamaica. The Reggae Boyz drew 0-0 with Guatemala. The team featured a number of players from the United States, the USL and MLS League, and of course, the Jamaican Premier League. I didn't see a bag of outstanding talent on show. Tyreek McGee, Chanel Thomas were amongst the players who were touted to make a breakthrough. Now, really and truly, God knows, there wasn't a bundle of outstanding achievement on the pitch on the day. Now, the question is, was there an abundance of outstanding talent on the field of play? That is the question. These players hopefully would recognize representing Jamaica is the highest accolade, of course, for those in the know. And with Jamaican football firmly in the spotlight, an opportunity to leave the island for pastures new, club-wise overseas, is also just as, maybe even more important than representing the Reggae Boyz. Coach Jaime Halgrimson has a challenge on his hands. He has decidedly made his decision. It is the Jamaican players residing overseas who have plied their trade, been brought up in the academies under astute professional coaching. They are the best chance for the Reggae Boyz to make a Copa America, the best opportunity to make a World Cup run. But there are some Jamaican content creators on YouTube, like, share and subscribe. Big up yourself, Formula Sports, This or That Sports TV, Elite Sports TV, Ryan. Big up yourself, We Max It, JD, JT, Sports Prophecy, Coach's Desk, Coach Minzy. Say discussions have to go on. I am sure sports with man in man in the mix. Lord have mercy. It's very interesting because Jamaican football going forward may well have to rely as well as on overseas talent, on local talent. The question is, does the local talent have that ability? Have they been coached sufficiently well to don a Reggae Boyz shirt and do justice to the opposition that the Reggae Boyz will likely have to face if they need to make deep runs in the big tournaments that matter outside of the Caribbean? That is the question. The JFF have a challenge. I know that one of their mantras was to see at least a young boy, a young girl grow up and benefit self-esteem wise by having the opportunities that lay in the infrastructure of Jamaican football. But thinking further afield, how does Jamaica bring the best and get the best performers on the pitch? Maybe the quick answer is to acknowledge and embrace Jamaican heritage talent. But when we see the performance of Jamaica against Guatemala, very few chances created for Jamaica, more chances created for Guatemala, except to say the quality from Guatemala simply wasn't there. But they were not punished. Why? Was it because they had a bag of JPL players, USL, MLS based players, simply not up to the mark of the Mikel Antonios, the Ethan Pinnocks, the Damari Grays, the Leon Baileys? Let's call a spade. And in doing so, we've got to acknowledge that there are challenges ahead, real challenges, because the chasm between the JPL and USL compared to the Premier League is very, very wise and wide. May I go with the wide? W-I-D-E. There was no Damari Grays on show. Ball at their feet. You don't know. It's a different game. There are levels to this game. There are levels to this thing called football. And it was on show in America as Jamaica drew 0-0 with Guatemala. How do we improve Jamaican football? Better infrastructure, better coaching. Will the JFF have the wherewithal, the maturity, the vision, the acumen to strike that balance? It's not easy. It's not easy. God have mercy. It's not an easy road. Oh God. It's not an easy road, people. I'm not saying it's an easy thing at all. But I'm telling you, it was like a schoolboy's business. Compared to the talent that we see when the Reggae Boyz A team comes out. Yes, there were levels to this thing. Daniel Johnson's, the Bobby Reeds, Mikel Antonio's, Ethan Pinnock's. There were levels, and we saw that. How do we strike the balance and make that gap a little smaller? We will wait and see. Like, share, and subscribe. The Reason Boss says challenges and opportunities lay ahead still for Jamaica. We can call on an abundance of ability and talents from overseas. Our Jamaican kindred overseas, like the Reason Boss. But we saw stark, staringly, obviously, that the standard below and at domestic level has a ways to go. Coach Jaime knows it. You know it. The JFF knows it. The question is, how do we tackle it? Richard, Reason Boss, coming at you live and direct, whether watching live or in the rerun. Like, share, and subscribe. Rich Post Sports, Deadly Winks in the house. Peace out. Oh God.